Truckers. Excuse me, taxi.
Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
Now we have our favorite governor, former Governor David Paterson, joins us.
There was a major story in one of the papers today that the Democratic Party is attempting a comeback. On the Democratic side, they're saying fight, fight, fight in a different way. And who is that guy?
Oh, it's Tom Suozzi, and it's also others are joining this. It's Congressman Adam Gray, who's a Democrat of California, and Suozzi. They organized what's called Promise to America.
Now, Mr. Governor Paterson told us last week that he's organizing a group, and we have also our other big Democrat in the studio here. We have Judge Richard Weinberg. Governor Richard Weinberg, you want to discuss the situation?
Yeah, so what do you think, Governor?
Well, I think it was only a matter of time before Democrats around the country have awakened to what's happening to the party and how inevitably it's going to hurt the country. And even people who are Republicans, I think, should take note of what's going on here, where these individuals are coming in. They are running in Democratic primaries, as they did, but at the same time, they are identifying themselves as socialists. And anybody who really thinks socialism is a good idea should read the book Invisible Man by Ralph Ellison. After that book, you'll never think socialism is a big thing again, because he completely explains what happens when the socialists took power at the end of that story.
Let's go to Judge Weinberg.
So Governor, I think you and I agree that this is a multi-level fight. You have to fight nationwide against this phenomena, the Democratic Socialist movement.
Yeah, it's not just a local issue.
That's right. But you also have to have the local infrastructure to fight it district by district, city by city, county by county, state by state. So you have to really take this on, because they have the momentum, they have the money, they have the organization, and they have these young people who have no knowledge of history or economics or really public policy buying it. Your thoughts, David?
Exactly. I think we're going to tell the other side of the story to Democrats who, at this point, were kind of intoxicated with the wild, great ideas that they heard about. And that's what I'm going to fight. And you'll never guess who's going to help me.
Who?
Judge Weinberg, of course.
Oh, there it is.
The governor and I are a tag team.
Okay, Tony Carbonetti, you have your 2 cents.
As a Republican governor, I really hope you win your party back, because I enjoy having intelligent debates with Democrats. You cannot even have a short conversation with these crazy socialists.
Now, let me ask you a question before anybody else asks a question, because it's an important question. So the socialists going to go in and kill Tom Suozzi?
I don't think.
You don't mean physically, you mean politically.
Yeah, politically.
Yes, that's what I mean, politically.
Yeah, like do a primary, exactly, like they've done with others, where they've politically done.
The primaries are over for Suozzi. Okay, so you just put a target on his back for 2 years.
The problem is right now, I'm looking at this list. John was like, who's on the list? And I wish I could say more names, but I'm seeing Tom Suozzi and Congressman Adam Gray from California.
They're all afraid.
Right, thank goodness there's the courage of Judge Weinberg and Governor Paterson, but we need some more courageous souls.
They're all afraid.
Well, I'm planning on, rather quietly having a Zoom on Thursday with a number of Democrats, some of them not from New York. And we're just going to, do what I think the Republican Party would do if this was happening to them. We're going to weed out the negative, and we are going to get the principles of the party. We should be talking about poor housing. We should be talking about crime in neighborhoods. We should be talking about all these other issues. And we have to talk about these people who act like once they get into power, it's going to be great, and it will not be.
Governor, we had our Tea Party issue. We had to sit down with them and come to a meeting of the minds, because it was costing us general elections. The Tea Party was winning primaries, and those people would end up losing the general. That's not happening in the Democratic Party, because they're taking Democratic seats.
Yeah, they're scared of them.
So they're actually winning in November. It hasn't cost you a seat yet. That's why they're amassing all this power.
It was kind of interesting how when Joe Biden was running for president in 2020, they had this meeting with Bernie Sanders, and when it came away from the meeting, Bernie Sanders had more power in the administration than anyone,
Yes.
including the vice president. And this went on for 4 years. And that isn't that Joe Biden was such a bad person, but he was an afraid person and didn't do anything when a lot of these issues we're dealing with now were coming to a fore at that point.
Bernie has 28 to 32% of any Democratic primary. If he were to run for president, he's going to hand the mantle off to AOC, and in a 5, 6, 7, 8 person
Now that
race,
Graham Plattner's not in the race.
she wins every. She's going to be the Democratic nominee.
I agree. Sadly,
Simply
I agree.
on numbers.
I agree. Sadly,
There's no more super delegates.
Yep.
She will win. If you have a 7-person race, she wins.
And there are now other folks in there.
She's the nominee.
And you look at as the governor and the judge and everybody knows. Look at all the people that won in the primaries in very safe blue seats. They seem to be going primarily, other than Michigan and some other places.
Biggest mistake the Democratic Party
opened the door.
ever made is they allowed Bernie Sanders to go in and contest Hillary Clinton. They had no business being in. They had no business being in the Democratic Party's processes at all.
Yeah, you're saying they should have set another party at that point.
Yeah,
yes.
that's right. You want to run as a third party, you want to run as socialists, but you're not Democrats, and don't act like you're Democrats because you're not.
Governor Paterson, final thoughts.
My final thought is for Tony. If AOC does that,
Yes.
if AOC does that, she's going to have to come through me.
Oh,
I love
it. And we've seen what a fighter you are.
I love
so
it.
that's trouble
I'll run
for
you.
her.
Okay.
My bet's on the go.
Thank you,
Years
Governor.
ago on 3rd Avenue.
Thank you, Governor Patterson.